Today I'm going to be talking about how important is appreciation, and that's coming right up, so stick around. Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli, the Walking with Purpose edition. This is episode number 10. And if this is your first time here, please consider subscribing and then banging that bell. And after you bang that bell, if that pop-up box pops up, make sure you select all notifications, because that way you won't miss a single thing. You will not miss anything when it comes to getting a better grip on your life. And also, make sure on your mobile device, your smartphone, your tablet, iPhone, Android, whatever, wherever you have the YouTube app, install that. You must make sure that the YouTube app is set to receive notifications at a device level. So with that being said, let's just jump right into it. How's everyone doing today? Hopefully you all enjoyed my first pre-recorded video that I did in quite some time yesterday. If anyone has any questions regarding that, feel free to comment below that video, or you can even email me at the email below in the description, Coach Eli at coacheli@melas.com. I've received a lot of feedback regarding that video and regarding what's happening on my channel lately, or what happened to my channel with the copyright strike issue and all that. So if you want to talk and, find out more behind the scenes, just reach out to me. I'd be happy to talk with you. I'm going to be around all weekend this weekend. I am not going to be spending time with my activity partner. She has some family business to deal with this weekend, so I'm going to be around all weekend, and I will be recording more pre-recorded videos. Over the weekend, I will probably record 2 pre-recorded videos from the studio. So this will be the last Walking with Purpose video for this week, but they'll be back next week. Okay, so how important is appreciation? You're probably wondering, why I decided to do this topic today. Well, the reason why I decided to do this topic is because many of my loyal followers / subscribers started questioning me on some things that have been happening lately. People started questioning me regarding, hey, Eli, we were wondering where you were at the past few days, and we were worried about you, and you didn't respond to us. You didn't give us that courtesy. You didn't show your appreciation or share your appreciation with us, that we were supporting you through this tough time. Well, I understand that. I completely understand that. And I'm going to discuss that here today. But before I get to that, I want to really share what appreciation means to me. I want to really share what appreciation means to me. Okay? To me, appreciation is when someone does something nice, using me for an example, does something nice for me, goes out of their way for me to do something, or goes way out of their way to do something for me, I'll show my appreciation. I'll share my appreciation first by, saying, hey, thank you so much. I greatly appreciate what you did. I greatly appreciate what you said, blah, blah, blah. And if possible, in most cases it is possible, I will show my appreciation. I'll share it, I'll express it with words, and if there's something I can do in return, to show my appreciation for, what somebody, has done for me, then I'll do it. Now, in some cases, it's not possible to show something, but you can still appreciate it with words. Let me give you an example. Okay, let's say somebody sends me a $100 PayPal donation. I will share my appreciation by acknowledging them in front of my audience. In front of my audience, which is what I'm trying to say. Unless they request to remain anonymous, I'll still acknowledge the donation from an anonymous donor. I'll say, I know who you are and I greatly appreciate you. So at least the person that gave you the $100 donation, is going to feel, that I appreciate it and that I've recognized them, but I've also, respected them by keeping their information private because that's what they requested. Okay? So in that situation, if somebody pays me a $100 PayPal donation, what am I going to do? Am I going to, show them appreciation by then saying, hey, let me donate that $100 back to you? That's counterproductive. That's just not, doesn't make any sense. So in that case, I may not be able to show them appreciation, but I can share my appreciation. At the very least, in my opinion, at the very least, I feel that sharing your appreciation is very important. And if you can show it, that's great as well. But many people out there nowadays expect things and they take things for granted. And those people, don't feel the need to show shit. And those people right there are people that I tend to avoid. If someone doesn't have appreciation within their head and heart, then why would you want to associate with them in the first place? I have to ask you that question. And there are many people out there like that in today's day and age, folks. But it's up to you if you want to associate with those types of people or not. So let me get to addressing what happened within my community. Like I said, the last 2-3 days, I have not been that communicative with my community. I do have a Discord that people will communicate in between my live streams and my pre-recorded videos. But because I was taken down temporarily with a fake copyright strike that I explained in my video yesterday, I'm not able to stream. And because like I mentioned yesterday, because my counter notification has been approved, I'm going to have live streaming privileges restored in just a little bit less than 2 weeks. But because of that, people were wondering what was going on with me. They were wondering if I was okay. They were wondering, where I was at, etc. People kept reaching out to me when this false copyright strike that, Jamie, a.k.a. Liking Theory channel, a.k.a. Punksthetic channel, put on my channel. They were wondering where I was at. And I was getting the messages, but I just did not have the time to respond. I had too much going on between trying to figure out how to handle this properly and other aspects of my life. And to make it very clear, I was never, ever trying to avoid anyone, and I was never trying to not share or show my appreciation for any of you. It just kind of baffles me that, if you take a few days away from a community that you build on YouTube, people start to talk and wonder, oh man, he's not paying attention to us. He's not, showing appreciation. We heard about this potential copyright. This is before they knew the story that I explained yesterday. We heard about this potential copyright that Jamie put on his channel, and we're wondering if he's okay. Yeah, I was fine the whole entire time. But I needed time away from everything to think clearly, and that way I can handle it properly as I did. In no way, shape, or form was I trying to ignore anyone. Okay? But I got to be real with you folks. I thought about, I was thinking about how I should approach this video, which is what I'm trying to say. Should I come at this in a way where I appease my audience? I tell them what they want to hear. I say, hey, I'm really sorry for not showing my appreciation. I'm really sorry that I didn't get back to you right away. Should I approach it that way and appease them? and not be real and genuine to myself, just so that way I don't upset them, and that way they won't consider unsubscribing or being mad at me? Or should I just be real with them and share with them how I feel, and the people that truly care about me and my message are going to stick around regardless? Because I'm going to be real with you folks. And I decided to come out and say, look, I do understand where all of you are coming from, but I can't always drop everything the moment that you folks try to call me on Hangouts, send me a chat message on Hangouts, or send me an email, or communicate with me through Discord. I can't drop everything every single moment. It's just not possible. So you have to take that into consideration. You got to cut me some slack. And other people in the same situation, you got to cut them some slack. And understand that they're going through something and they're trying to figure out how to handle it, in addition to tackling everything else that they're dealing with in their life. Because I don't only do YouTube. I've got a day job, I'm an insurance broker. I've got a family. I've got friends. I've got many other obligations each and every day besides what I do out here on YouTube. And my question to my loyal audience, I love all of you, don't get me wrong. I'm keeping it real. What part of that don't you understand? Wouldn't you want the same courtesy if the roles were flipped? If it was you that was going through something and you had 100, 200 people contact you, and then you couldn't get back to them right away, so they started coming at you and saying, hey, why aren't you showing appreciation? Why aren't you communicating with us and letting us know what's going on? Oh, fuck, I took 2 days away to figure this out. And then I did a blanket video explaining to everyone what happened. Now, some of you might come at me and say, well, Eli, what about the personal touch? Are we just another blanket number, Eli? Or do you really care about us individually? I care about all of you individually, but let me ask you this. If you folks had 200, 300, 400 people email you at once in one day, wouldn't that overwhelm you? So what would be the most effective and efficient way to handle this? It's to do a video like I'm doing right now. So that way all of you can see and hear what I'm saying, right? I just don't get it. And it all boils down to this. I'm going to be real honest here, folks, and I hope I don't offend anybody, but that's the only way I was raised to be, is honest. I'm too honest. I think a lot of you out there, you're working and you have some things going on in your life, but you also have a lot of free time on your hands, and I don't. Someone like myself does not have a lot of free time on my hands. So I can't always drop everything every single moment to get back to people on YouTube. I mean, I respect you folks, but it's the same thing for people in my real life. I can't always drop everything, to get back to my real life friends or other people I know in my real life. It's the same thing. I have to prioritize things according to what makes sense based on what's happening in my life in the present moment. And I'm going to try to get back to everyone as soon as possible. I'm going to mention a few names out there because I just want to keep it real. I got a comment from the Addiction Affliction channel. Paul Martin, shout out to you, man. Thank you so much for, really caring. I know you tried to call me a few times, man, but I didn't have the energy to talk on Hangouts the couple times you called me. We can always talk, this weekend if you're around, okay? And Paul, wrote a pretty long comment on, my video from yesterday that I did, basically talking about, me showing appreciation or sharing my appreciation for my audience being there for me during this tough time. And then Keith Migtow. Now, Paul Addiction Affliction, he's a moderator on my channel. And then another moderator commented below that and agreed with him, Keith Migtow. Shout out to you, Keith Migtow. Okay? He was saying, yeah, I really wish he would have, said something. And then I got an email from another one of my moderators, Sandra Palacio. Shout out to you, Sandra Palacio. Sandra lives out here in the Bay Area where I live. She lives in San Jose, California. It's about 25, 30 minutes south of where I live here in beautiful Redwood City, California. Even Sandra wrote me an email saying that, she's glad that I'm back and she's glad that everything's going okay. And she also wishes that I would have said something, and she also suggests I do a video to, share my appreciation for my audience. So I got 3 people, 3 of my moderators that messaged me on that. And then many more made some other comments, but they weren't as straightforward as these other comments were. So my question to all of you that, made it apparent that you felt I wasn't appreciative enough to my audience, my question to you is, when have I not been appreciative to all of you? Because each and every time that you folks come into any one of my live streams, I welcome you with open arms. I say, Sandra Palacio, Addiction Afflictions in the house. How you doing, brother? Okay? God, I've got some loud workers over here. They're building a playground over here. I'll show you folks. We're getting this major playground built here at Red Morton Park in Redwood City. This is the park where I grew up at. I've done many other videos from the park before in the past, and they've had a lot of special events here that I've shown. Those are buried in some of my past videos, but as we pass by the construction zone here, you'll start hearing it, and I'll show you folks. But yeah, I always say, Sandra Palacio's in the house with the mod wrench. Addiction Afflictions in the house with the mod wrench. Hello, Paul. How you doing, bro? Hope you're doing well. Thank you for being here, right? Thank you for being here, Sandra. Keith Michtow's in the house. Now, when have I not shown my appreciation or spoken words of appreciation? When have I not? Every single time that you all come into one of my live streams in the chat. And because I take 2 days away to handle something that could affect my channel and my business, and I needed time to myself to handle it properly, you all come at me and you say I wasn't showing my appreciation or sharing my appreciation? Are you serious? Listen, I'm not trying to criticize any of you. I love all of you, and I know all of you care. And I understand why you reacted the way you did. This is the construction site right here, folks. If you can see, we're getting this amazing playground here. It's supposed to be completed by the end of the year. So they're getting pretty close. But yeah, they've been doing construction here, I'd say, for almost a year. It's a pretty extensive, long project. But yeah, again, when have I not shared or shown my appreciation? I got to give a shout out to a lady that's my top moderator, top contributor of all time, and probably always will be. Granny Monster. I'm not sure if you're viewing these videos, Granny. I know you've had your own things to deal with lately. And because I'm understanding in the ways I've been mentioning throughout this entire video, I have not reached out. I think I reached out to you one time and just said, I hope all is well. Granny Monster reached out to me yesterday morning and asked me if I need to speak, let her know. She gave me the option. She didn't tell me, hey, you're not being appreciative or this and that. She came out and simply said, hey, if you need someone to talk to, I'm here. Let me know. I'll be around. Now, I haven't responded back to her yet because I've been pretty busy, but I will, probably later tonight or tomorrow. Or maybe she'll see this video and she'll message me. Well, my question is, why couldn't the rest of you handle it the same way? Why are people reacting this way? Is appreciation important? Absolutely. Absolutely. But, at the same time, on the flip side, other people shouldn't expect you to appreciate them. Appreciation should just happen naturally. You can't force someone to appreciate things that you do for them. You give with no expectation. You support with no expectation. And if you support for a while and you're not getting anything in return, or you feel you're not being appreciated, you can always withdraw. You can always withdraw, right? You can always withdraw. But that's not the way a lot of people work. A lot of people like to express when they feel they're not being appreciated or they've been wronged. I haven't wronged anyone. But yeah, this whole thing just kind of baffled me. As a matter of fact, to be quite honest, I'm not surprised that some people reacted this way, because, when you're dealing with people on YouTube or even people in real life, people are emotional beings. And whether you're a man or a woman, I see even men, get very butthurt nowadays. The world's a different place. I'm beginning to really think that both men and women have become more emotional than ever. And they become more emotional than they were both meant to be. Now, women have always been, made to be more emotional, in my opinion, by a higher power. But men were always made to be the rocks and the strong ones. But now men are whining like little bitches nowadays. The moment they feel they're not getting their way, or, someone's not appreciating them enough, they whine like a little bitch. And I'll be honest with you, my honest opinion here. I'm sorry if this offends anyone. I have to be real. To me, men that whine like little bitches get no respect from me. Listen, I expect women to whine and complain. That's just normal. To a certain extent, it's normal. Now, there are women that whine and complain all the damn time, and I wouldn't put up with that shit. But women were made to be that way to a certain extent in natural ways. Men were made to be the strong ones. So when I see men whining and complaining like women would complain at a normal level, it's not normal, and it turns me off. I'm just being honest. I got to keep it real. I got to keep it 100 with y'all. I actually was able to walk around the entire park during my first lap today. I do 4 laps each day with pretty much almost no interruptions here. Typically, I have to, walk back and forth through half the park, but wow. I know the time now to come to the park to record these videos. I'm recording this video today, shortly after, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So around 1 o'clock is great, because people will come out here for lunch and then they go back to work. And then from 1 until 2:30 or 3, it's pretty dead here. It's pretty freaking dead here. I had to wait for a car to go by there. So look, folks, appreciation is crucial. If you want to keep a good relationship with people that, support you. If you want people to support you, you have to appreciate them. Okay? Again, I repeat, if you want people to support you, you have to appreciate them. Okay? And if they want you to support them, they have to appreciate you. It works both ways. Appreciation is a two-way street. It's basically almost the same thing as loyalty. Loyalty is a two-way street. If I'm going to come out there, and I don't typically ask people for loyalty, but if I were to come out and ask people for loyalty, they know they'd be getting it from me as well. I've been very loyal to my subscribers and fans and followers out there, and people that believe in my message. And furthermore, I'm going to start winding this video down. It's at about the 24-minute mark right now. I'm going to wrap it up in about 5 to 10 minutes. Furthermore, let me ask you folks this. Let me know if you've been noticing this on YouTube lately. Have you noticed that the content on YouTube has gone downhill? I've tried to mention this before in some of my live streams, but not many people have responded to it because when a live stream is happening, there's so much going on, it's really hard to focus on one major question. And that's what I feel is great about these videos. I can ask you folks like a couple major questions. You can comment below the video without having to compete for conversation within a live stream chat that's running 100 miles an hour. But in all honesty, have you noticed that the content on YouTube has gone downhill? There isn't a lot of great content to watch. I'm not trying to say I'm all that, but compared to how it used to be with an abundance of great content, and I'm not saying I'm all that again, like I'm one of the few that creates great content regularly. And it takes a lot of hard work and dedication to do that at the level I do it, at the quality I do it at. And I could sit there and come back at my audience and say, hey, how come you guys don't appreciate me? Oh, we do appreciate you. Oh, but we don't feel you're appreciating us because you didn't make us aware of what was going on, with your situation a few days ago. I can come out and say, if you guys really appreciate me, you guys would be donating to me more often and helping support my channel financially because it hasn't really made a lot of money. But do you hear me come out and complain about that? No. Do you hear me calling you on that? No. I'm mentioning it now just for example purposes and saying that when you guys are coming at me and saying that I should have shown more appreciation for you guys, trying to support me throughout this copyright ordeal I was dealing with Jamie Like in Theory Punksthetic channel. And I lost my train of thought because I saw this car go by. The point I'm trying to make is that appreciation is something that doesn't even need to be discussed. It is what it is. Someone's either going to appreciate your kindness or they're not. And if they don't appreciate your kindness, you stop giving. You stop supporting. That's the way you show people that, they're not worthy or you're not worthy of their support. That's the way you show people that you're not worthy of their support. I think I said that the right way. So to the people out there, let me just take, Sandra Palacio, for example. Just an example, Sandra. Don't think I'm picking on you. If you feel I'm not worthy of your support, instead of just saying, hey, maybe you should do a video on support, then you choose to either stop supporting me or continue supporting me. But there really is no need to come out and say, hey, you should do a video on supporting or showing appreciation to support your fans. The thing that's always annoyed me the most about people, and this is with no disrespect to anyone that stated their opinion regarding this, the thing that annoys me about people is when they feel they've been wronged and they try to tactfully tell you that this is what you should do. You should do a video on this, or you should show more support and appreciation to your fans. In essence, what you're doing is you're projecting. That's what you're doing. Now, I'm not mad, and I'm not holding this against anyone. I'm just stating my opinion. I'm stating how I feel about it. But again, appreciation is important. If you're a good person and, you do nice things for other people, you do it without expectation. And if they share and show their appreciation for what you did, then you continue doing nice things for them. If they don't share and show their appreciation, then you just stop doing nice things for them and you just walk away. But you don't have to create a big ruckus and say, hey, you didn't appreciate me. You didn't appreciate me. I've been here for you with my mod wrench every day, and you didn't appreciate me enough to let me know what was going on with you over the past few days regarding this copyright issue. Well, I can come back at you and say, you didn't respect my wishes of needing some time to handle this shit on my own. You didn't let me breathe. Respect's a two-way street. It's pretty simple. I love all of you. I care about all of you. The audience I've been building lately is amazing. You people are incredible. You're amazing people. And despite what I've said here today, which I mean every word I've said, I don't mean any harm upon you. I'm not trying to attack you or kick any of you down. Some of you may get offended by this. If you get offended by it, then maybe it wasn't meant for us to be friends. I'm just keeping it real. I'm going to be real all the time with you. Seriously. Got to keep it real. Furthermore, I'm not going to kiss anyone's ass, moderator or regular consumer of content, to keep you around. I'm not an ass kisser. I'm a good, nice, loving, caring guy. But I am not going to kiss your ass. And I'm also not going to let other people dictate how I run my channel, moderator or not. I'm not. And if that means I lose your support, then so be it. Were you really a true supporter in the first place? A real true supporter is going to stick around through thick and thin. A real true supporter is going to give and not ask for anything. See, I can tell when people give to give and not give to get. When people give to give, they get everything from me. When people give to get, they get shit from me, because then I know they're just playing me to try to get something from me. That's called being used or using someone. I don't deal with that shit. But again, I'm going to be 100% real here. And if that means I lose subscribers, so be it. So be it. I love all of you the way you are. I accept you for who you are, and I expect nothing from you. So at the same time, you should expect nothing from me. But no, you will always get from me what I feel you deserve. But at the same time, if I have to step away for a day or two to take care of some business, and I need space to do it, and I need zero interruptions to do it, then don't hold that against me. That's all I want to say. That's it. It's pretty simple. I appreciate all of you, and appreciation is huge. It's very important. I believe in treat others the way you want to be treated. So how about you treat me the way you want me to treat you? Why don't you flip it? Why do some of you people always come at me and say you should do this for me or for your audience? How about you say, hey, here's something I want to do for you, Eli? How come you folks never say that? I never hear you folks say, hey, Eli, I'd love to do something for you just because I think you're a cool dude. I've never once had anyone come at me and approach me in that way. I don't expect it. I'm just mentioning it now because you folks seem to think I should drop everything for you the moment you want me to. But you won't do that for me, right? I'm just keeping it real. I'm not mad. Again, I was really thinking about how I was going to approach this video. Should I come at it PC style? Should I kiss your asses so you don't unsubscribe and leave or get pissed off, right? Or should I be myself like I always have been and be real and risk the possibility of you fucking leaving? If you want to leave, leave. I don't give a shit. But if you respect the fact that I'm raw and real And no matter who you are, you can be my brother, my blood brother, my mother, my closest friend. If you do something wrong, I'm going to call you out. If I feel that you're wrong, I'm going to call you out. But I'm going to do it with love, and I'm going to do it with the hopes that we can move forward from it and still be friends and build a bigger and stronger friendship off of it. And that's where I'm going to end this video here today at 35 minutes. All right, folks, have yourselves a great weekend. I'll be around all weekend. I'm going to probably do a couple of pre-recorded videos from the studio. And if anyone's doing live streams this weekend and you'd love for me to be a guest or you want to bring me on your panel, I am open to it. I'm also even open to going on my haters panels. If my haters want to bring me on, let's go. That includes you, James. That's all. Have yourselves a great weekend, and I'll see you all soon. Take care. Bye, bye, bye. Oh, sorry. Yeah, did I say it with that being said? Yeah, with that being said, my famous ending, I'll see you all soon. Bye-bye.